Hey guys, Chris from QuickBooks here with another quick update. Today's update will be going through a new feature recently released to QuickBooks Online, the ability to be able to import your bill transactions. Now there's two key reasons as to why you may want to do this. Perhaps you're a new user who's trying to import your historical data, or you could actually be a current user of QuickBooks Online who's currently using a third-party software to manage your accounts payable, but it doesn't integrate with QuickBooks Online. You could export that data through CSV from that software and then import it into QuickBooks Online to save the double entry involved. So without further ado, let's give this feature a whirl. First thing you want to do is click on that gear icon and select Import Data. So next up, you'll see there's a new tile card for bills. So let's go ahead and click on that. Next thing I really recommend you doing, particularly if it's your first time, is really checking out the import guide. So if you click on that, you'll get move to our community with an article all about the process involved as well as the capabilities and limitations. So one of the things we do call out is try to keep it small, try to restrict yourself to 100 bills at a time. But yeah, be sure to read that for your first or even second time of going through this import process. Next up, what you want to do is click on that preview screen, and you may have seen it a little bit earlier. If we click on that, it'll open up a new tab, and this is really useful if you're a new user. It'll give you an overview of what it looks like to create a bill in QuickBooks Online. In addition, anything with a red text above it is something that you can actually import through the import tool, and anything with an asterisk would actually be a mandatory field as part of the import process. So we're going to jump back here, and next up, obviously one thing you want to be able to download is the sample, and this will tell you basically, hey, rather than going creating your own template, we've created one for you. And it's a pretty simple process. You take the template, you paste in your data to the relevant fields, and then you save it, and then you'd upload it to QuickBooks Online. One of the things to call out is you don't need the currency field if you don't have multi-currency turned on, and also you wouldn't obviously need the GST fields if you don't have GST turned on for your file. So let's go back to QuickBooks. So now we're going to actually go ahead and click one, and here's one that I prepared earlier, sample bills. And one of the really useful things is if you are importing these transactions and there's going to be suppliers in that Excel file that aren't currently in QuickBooks Online, you can actually check this box and we'll go ahead and create those suppliers in QuickBooks Online for you. So a really useful little tool. Obviously it's up to you whether you want to tick it or not. I'm checking it for this example. So I'm going to go next. So next up on the process is making sure that all the sort of fields are mapping across correctly. So you see here, yep, we're really happy with that. The only thing we'll need to verify is the date fields, and then the taxable amount, whether it's exclusive or inclusive of GST, and then we're going to click next. So next up, we want to make sure that the tax codes map correctly. Now the sample file uses simpler GST, and I'm still on complex GST. I need to go ahead and readjust that. So we just need to go ahead and just select a relevant GST code, hit next so it maps correctly. It's going to say, hey, awesome, we're going to go ahead and import 3 bills for you today. Let's start the import. So you see here, it's a pretty fast process. Naturally, if you're importing close to say 40 or 50 bills, that's going to take a little bit longer, but only 3 bills, really quick today. And I can actually click this link to go ahead and see those bills straight away. And then we're going to go here. It may take a little bit to load to refresh that new data. It's all part of the process. And you see here, these are the bills that we've just created today, and then there they are. So there you go. That is the new import bill transactions feature. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time for our next quick update.